Hello guys, my name is Anthony, and in today's tutorial I want to teach you guys how to deal with missing values in your machine learning projects. Like I said in my LinkedIn profile, I promised to teach you guys how to work with data that have missing values. For example, what I'm saying is that imagine you have a data set, of a column. Maybe there are some numbers, and in some columns there are no values there, something like that. So in this post I said that we can deal with this kind of situation with two approaches, and I said the first one that you can use is to drop the columns with missing values, like I said here. Then I said that in the second approach is to the other thing you can do is to replace missing values with the mean value along each column. Replace a missing value in a column with the mean value of that column. You add the whole column and get the mean, and use that and use it as the value for that missing value in the column, in the cell. So I will be showing you how to do this programmatically, in a project that I've share with you now. And I have this on my Google Colab. So I got this data from Kaggle. There's a competition on Kaggle where the objective was to build a model that can predict prices for houses with different variables. So I have downloaded the data set for the competition, and also yes, I got the data set, and here I will show you how the data looks like. So I'm importing pandas here, then, and I will show you something here. This is the data, and just trying to this part is just pre-processing. I just did it so I can forget, so I don't have to forget. So here, so show you the data, how it looks like. So if I run this and run this, so this is the data. This is the data. This is the price, the sale price for the house for this row, years sold, 2008. These are stuff they have done in the past, and we're going to use it to build a model that can predict the future future prices of houses. So with this you can see in the year 2077 you have $181,500, or something like that. So now you've seen this, and we are going to do some pre-processing on this data so that we can use it to work. Go ahead and comment this guy. Sorry. Go ahead and comment this one. What this guy does, he removes rows that have NA for the target. That's the target is the sale price. So we're trying to remove the rows that have that do not have value for the target. That's the sale price. For example, here you have this. If this one does not have value, then we should get rid of this entire row. So that's what gets rid of this entire row. That's what this code is doing here. Then you say separate the target variable from the independent variables. I'm calling these guys independent variables because with these guys is what you use to get the sale price. Then remove targets. Yeah, so then you remove the targets variable from dataset. We're going to remove it from the train dataset so that we can use these guys to build a model that can help us to predict this guy. That's the sale price. Then here we're going to work with columns that have numeric values. So we're only working with columns that have numeric values, you know. So once I do something like this, so we are going to work with columns that have numeric values. So all this, we're going to get rid of all these guys, something like the cell type, cell condition, you know. So we are using only numeric values to do this prediction. Okay, so I'm commenting this guy off. So if I run this guy, if I run the cell, and this is the X for only the numeric values. So if I call this guy X and run it, it shows me only the ones that have numeric values. You can say it to yourself. You can see only numeric values. Okay, good. So now we have this. We have done this small pre-processing. The next step should be to split. Since we are working with only the for the sake of this tutorial, I want to work only with the train set, you know, train data set. So I want to go ahead and split this guy and split this train set, so you can have the validation set and the train data set. So here, what we're going to do here is to, okay, let me put a comment. Okay, so what you have here is from sklearn dot model selection import train test split, and from here what we're going to do here is to build some variables. Okay, here train x train, call it x train, then x valid, that's s validation, then say y train, and also y valid, sorry, then assign it to train test split. Yeah. So here, what we're going to do here is to use this guy. You know, already we have this is the target, and this is the predictor. You know, this is the the predictor, and this is the target. So we're going to use these guys, x, and call it dependent and independent variable. So this is the dependent and this is the independent. This is depending on these guys. With these guys you can with this is the independent variable. So this is the dependent variable and this is the independent variable, you know. So because this guy depends on, what am I saying? Sorry, this is the dependent, this is the independent variable. This x is the independent variable, and this is the dependent variable, independent variable and dependent variable. So this guy depends on these guys. So now what we're going to do next is to call the dependent variable and say train set train size, give the size, specify the size of the train dataset. If you don't do this, then it will by default it should give it, should do it 50-50, like 50% of the train set is the train set and the 50% of the train set is a validation set. So I'm trying to specify, 0.5, 0.8, and test size is equal to 0.2, and put a random state 0. Let's see what we can do. Okay, with that being done, now first of all we need to follow the first rule, the first approach, number one. Number one approach is to get rid of column with an A, so that's number one approach. So first of all, I would like us to build a function that can help us to define, to tell us how good we are, how the progress we're making, the effect of these approaches, so we are going to define a model. I call it approach checker, and it has xtrain as an argument, x valid as an argument, and y train and y valid as an argument. Then, and okay, here we need the model. We need to, you're using random forest regressor, so we need to import that guy. We need to import that guy from sklearn, so we're going to use it in this function. Okay, so now what we need to do here is we need to import random forest regressor. So here, and also we need to import so here, so we sorry about that. So we can now say model, build a model first regressor, and we can now say number of estimator. The trees 600, and I'll say random state cross 0, and then you now need to feed the model that's feed the model with the string.